This then's the England team, and it's strange to see it without Kevin Keegan, Trevor Brooking and Ray Wilkins all injured. Phil Thompson, as you can see, is the captain. Brian Robson of West Bromwich Albion getting his third cap in the midfield. But so much, I fancy, is going to depend on Gates and Paul Mariner reproducing their Ipswich form up front for England tonight. The Norwegians, meanwhile, come without their best player, Torresson, who's injured. They're mostly part-timers, electricians, accountants, policemen, but they have some quality players too. Einar Orsa, the number 4, plays for Bayern Munich in West Germany. Roger Albertson, a tough marker in midfield, is with the Dutch club Den Haag. And then there's this man, Paul Jacobsen, who, a striker. He scored 4 goals in Norway's last match, a 6-1 win over Finland. He's a former sprint champion, and there'll be nobody quicker on the field tonight than he. The referee tonight is Marcel van Langenhoven of Belgium, and at 36, he is one of the youngest men on the FIFA list. And the crowd, well, it's not one of Wembley's best. No doubt there's been a miscalculation by the FA. £6.50 for the cheapest seat, £3.50 to stand. And the public, it has to be said, have given their answer. But let's hope those who have come see a really good game. So the World Cup is on the road again, and Norway in the red shirts attacking the goal to our left. It's the first time they've ever played at Wembley. The country's only met 4 times before, and in those 4 games, Norway have conceded 20 goals. The last time they played was in 1966 when England won 6-1, and Jimmy Greaves on that famous day scored 4 times. This is Tom Jacobsen, the goalkeeper. McDermott for England. England who need to put behind them now the not such happy memories of the European Championship in Italy and really get on the move in this World Cup campaign. A free kick to the Norwegians straight away here, to be taken by Grøndalen, their captain, number 5. Player of great experience, 47 caps already for his country, this number 5. Jacobsen's in the middle there, and a fellow to watch out for is Hareide, a big blonde-haired fellow on the far side, some 6'2" of him, just challenging as Phil Thompson allowed that ball to go over for the goal kick. This is the man to watch, though, Paul Jacobsen. He's a groundsman, actually, at his club. But here's Sanson. Mariner. First touch for Eric Gates. Thompson to Viv Anderson. McDermott again. And a foul this time by the number 7, Hareide. A free kick to England. The Norwegians feeling that they really must try so hard to contain England over the first 20 minutes at least. Their feeling is that they'll grow in confidence the longer this game goes on if they can just hold England. But here's Woodcock now on a break, but the ball bounced unkindly for him, and Kordal was there to get it away to Dokken. Erlandsen playing it to Grøndalen. Erlandsen again. Got a left thigh heavily strapped, the number 11 for Norway. That's a good break here now for Dokken. Across the face of that goal, and Watson and Thompson, 2 of the England heroes, of course, from that European Championship in Italy, getting it away between them. But the Norwegians showing straight away that they can be very quick on the break. That's Arne Dokken. And Jacobsen with the throw for Norway. For quite a small man, that's a good long throw. Dokken up well. Robson also with a header. Phil Thompson turning it back to Peter Shilton. A buffeting in the back there for Mariner by Berntsen, but the game allowed to go on. England with a midfield that's never played together before as a unit. 3 front men who've never played together before as a unit, but change is forced on Ron Greenwood by these injuries to people like Keegan and Wilkins and Brooking. Robson for Sanson. Woodcock coming quickly away from his man, but Benson followed him well. Eric Gates. Again for Woodcock. And a nice little turn by him, and here's Brian Robson. The little chip coming in, and McDermott was hopeful of getting there, but it was a little too close to goalkeeper Jakobsen. Both Watson and Robson going for that ball. Watson getting it away again for England here. Now Thompson with the header. Gates, Woodcock, Rix on the far side. Sanson going ahead of him. Sanson chipped in quickly there towards Gates, but it was Cordal who got it away. Woodcock looked like a handball. And the ball miraculously staying in there, and Sanson finding Robson. The back heel giving Sanson no chance, and now the ball has gone out, and a throw to Norway, just nicking off the Arsenal fullback. Oh, word, he's going to steal 20 yards, let alone 5. Also with the free kick. Larson Oakland's right in there, so too is Haredin, and tipped over by Shilton from Hereda, the number 7, a real tall, gangly, almost a Jack Charlton-like figure the way he walks there, and he got up so well from that free kick, floated in nicely there, and there's a warning for England, and Shilton just flicking it over. Rix floating it in left-footed. Watson had gone up there, but he was hustled out of it. Erlendsson playing it back. Oh, and Woodcock was almost in there. Erlendsson, the number 11, holds his head in his hands because he very nearly gave away the opening goal there, and how quick Woodcock was to react to it. Look at this for a really terrible back pass, and look how quickly Woodcock reacts to it, and it came off the goalkeeper's right knee. Anderson with the throw. Here's Brian Robson. Played wide for the willing Sanson again, coming forward so often now. Yes, a foul there by Roger Albertson. A free kick to England. Arm aloft to the referee there, indirect. Watson already up there on the edge of the 6-yard area. And the Belgian referee now happy that everything is ready to go ahead. Rix curling it in again. And a goal by Terry McDermott. Well, it was a goal England wanted badly enough. And the two men hugging each other there, Rix and McDermott, between them got it. I think McDermott must have been surprised at the amount of space that he had there. There's Rix floating it in. Just look at the space they allowed McDermott there. And he got it on the half volley superbly, right into the corner there, off the stanchion. And, well, it's worth seeing again because it's one that they wanted so badly. Half volley, past Jakobsen in the goal, 1-0 to England. Terry McDermott the scorer. And of course in the World Cup things are decided on goal difference, so the more England can get the merrier, but as Ron Greenwood was saying earlier today, let's get the first one first and win at least by 1. Well, that's just what England required, and now here's Shilton finding Anderson. Oh, McDermott's got a good record here. In fact, he scored here a month ago in the Charity Shield for Liverpool against West Ham. The only goal that day. Here's Rix for Woodcock. Cordal for Norway. Blondalen to Hallidan. Mariner. Played nicely by Robson for Gates, the long ball forward. Rix and Robson. Rix with a little touch. Woodcock hammering it. Good save by the keeper. Well, a planned kick involving Graham Rix. Look at that little touch there. Look at it come round the wall there. Flying save by Jakobsen. Really had a lively first half for Mariner. And McDermott playing it here for Rix. Hit first time. Oh! Well, Jakobsen let that one go, but in all honesty, there wasn't an awful lot to spare. Curling and dipping a little bit there from the England number 11, Graham Rix. Not a lot to spare. Sanson, Robson, the half-time whistle. And England going at half-time, knowing that they've got a difficult team to beat here, but at the moment they are leading them by a 0-0. They've stuck to the job pretty well when things weren't going so well for them, and then just 8 minutes before half-time, Terry McDermott on the half volley from that free kick from Graham Rix has given England this priceless 1-goal lead at half-time. The players going off, the managers as well, to do a bit of talking at half-time. The bands come on, and we should be back with the second half. And a half-time score then, England 1, Norway 0. Welcome back to the Wembley for this World Cup qualifying game, with England leading Norway by a 0-0. England in white attacking the goal to our left. And here's Tony Woodcock through to Paul Mariner, and a shot by him wide that gives the Norwegians a goal kick. The Norwegian manager, Tor Fossen, saying at half-time to us that he was worried that his midfield men were standing off our midfield men too much, giving them a lot of space. That's something he would want to work on at half-time, and certainly that was really evident when England scored their goal, when McDermott was given so much time, although he really took it well. So McDermott, the scorer for England after 37 minutes, separating these two sides here at Wembley at the moment. But Jakobsen trying to find a way through. Sanson just nicking out a foot there, flicking it back to Peter Shilton. And here's Brian Robson. Mariner playing it back. Rix. Played in again for Gates. Thought he was going to let one pop for a moment, but it's McDermott who did that well wide. Good piece of play there by Albertson. Sanson turning into a bit of trouble with a neat back heel, finding Rix, sliding his way out of that challenge and finding Tony Woodcock. And the keeper did well again, quickly off his line as Woodcock came towards him. Woodcock down and injured, but a really electrifying break there by England, which very nearly produced a second goal. England leading 1-0 as Watson now plays it wide here for Rix. Woodcock's on his feet again, back in an onside position. Gates trying to shug off Dokken. And a free kick given to England. The foul by the number 8, Arnie Dokken. Rix again will float it in. Watson's again up there. Mariner's lurking, and on the edge of the box once again is Terry McDermott, as he was when he scored. The ball floated in there towards Mariner, and he very nearly got a touch. But here's Jakobsen. Thompson closing quickly and winning the ball well. Now Brian Robson for England. In for Rix. Mariner in a lot of space on the far side, and Rix found him, or at least found that area of the field superbly, was well aware of it. Anderson in quickly. Mariner couldn't control it. Wasn't a good pass there by Anderson, hit far too firmly. It's very hard really to gauge this England performance without players like Keegan and Brooking and Wilkins. And against a really good workmanlike Norwegian side, they're not going to be a pushover for anybody in this group. The Romanians, the Hungarians and the Swiss. Gates. But it's important that England stay on, or at least get on a winning path while their key players get themselves fit again, particularly for the match in Romania. There's McDermott, a deflection, particularly for the match in Romania that's coming up, because that could be really tough. The Romanians looking a really powerful, in-form side at the moment, had a very good win against Yugoslavia. Oh, Rix lost that one out. But Shilton's there for England. Oh, my word, he very nearly made a mess of that one. And Thompson struggled to get that away under pressure from Jakobsen. Oh, Shilton seemed to have something of a blind spot there. And he's had one or two moments at Wembley as Peter. And somehow as Jakobsen attacked him there, it was a wicked bounce of the ball, but it very nearly caught him out. It's such a slender hold that England have got on this game in terms of goals at the moment. The territorial advantage, but every time the Norwegians break, you begin to wonder. But here's Mariner now, trying to get up and getting up well there, and put in there by Woodcock for number 2. Well, that certainly gives England the breathing space, and a lovely leap by Mariner that really opened up the way for Tony Woodcock. As Thompson plays the ball in here, Mariner really at his best, getting up so well, nodding it down, and good finishing here. Quick and very economic finishing there by Tony Woodcock. Mariner's leap, of course, was the thing that set it up, but you need to think quick and act coolly, and that's exactly what Woodcock did. 2-0 to England. So McDermott 37 minutes, Woodcock 69. England leading by 2-0 now. McDermott through for Mariner, who's really led the line well, Mariner, tonight, and really deserved to have a big part in that goal. Herrera pushing the ball forward, Sanson cutting it out well for England. Gates and Rix, and now Sanson. Graham Rix to Kenny Sanson. Waiting again there, Robson had gone right in there. The keeper didn't know what he was about there, and in fact he gets a free kick. That was a very untidy piece of defence there by Norway. As Sanson played this ball in, Woodcock was right in there, and so too was Mariner coming in fast. And in fact, it's Mariner who catches the keeper there. And now Watson thought about having a bang at goal, and now suddenly it's probably opened up the other end, as the very speedy Jakobsen has got Albertson up with him, and Jakobsen's gone past Thompson, but not past Shilton. Well, that was just one of the breaks we were talking about that really could have embarrassed England. by pushing forward and leaving themselves exposed at the back, and this man is so quick, going past Phil Thompson, and a really good save by Peter Shilton. That was a good save. He's 31 on Sunday week, Peter Shilton, and his reflexes seem as sharp as ever. But now here's Gates. Mariner going all the way, brought down, and a penalty. Mariner brought down, a penalty for England, and the Belgian referee not at all happy with the way that Orsa was arguing about it. He started to feel for a yellow card, I thought, for a moment there, but Mariner brought through here, and in the end, well, the referee had no doubts whatsoever. Looking at it again, you may have had one or two yourself. But a chance for England to recover from a stuttering start, now to go into a 3-0 lead. Terry McDermott, the man who's got the responsibility, who scored the first goal here tonight for England. So will it be 3-0 for England now? It is McDermott's second of the night, and England's third. Well taken penalty, some encroachment there by the Norwegians, but it doesn't matter because the ball's in the back of the net. And England are leading by 3-0. Well, suddenly from an indifferent start, England have got themselves a handsome result. There's something like 12 minutes to go. Good piece of play by Erlendsson for Norway. Now to Albertson. Benson. And Sanson putting it away for the throw. England's under-21s having won by the same margin last night, 3-0. And now with Robson. McDermott again. Gates. Woodcock and Mariner. Oh, Mariner trying to worm his way through to get a shot in. Oh, a brilliant goal by Paul Mariner. 4-0. Well, he winkled that out of a whole host of red shirts there. Here he goes. Past one, past another. Little bit of space there. And it beautifully into the corner. 4-0. Paul Mariner gets on the score sheet, and he's had a really good game tonight. That's really skilled finishing that gives England a really handsome victory now. Woodcock to McDermott. Still 3 minutes left, and they are so overrunning the Norwegians at the moment that, well, who knows, there could even be another one. Orsa trying to bring it out again now for Norway. Part-time players, these electricians and accountants and a couple of students, policemen. They've really grown weary. Wembley has sapped all their energy, and in the last 5 minutes they really haven't a lot more left. Mariner. And now Gates. McDermott. Woodcock. Robson. Played down there to Woodcock, who's well offside. A free kick to Norway. With Mariner on his feet again now, that's good news. With Ipswich doing so well, of course, in the First Division. The final whistle. And England are doing well at the moment in the World Cup. 4-0 the score. 2 for McDermott, 1 for Woodcock, and a beautiful goal right at the end for Paul Mariner. A really halting and faltering start by England over the first 25 minutes. But once McDermott had shown them the way with that half-volleyed goal before half-time, then they really began to look the part, particularly in the second half when, as the game went on, they overran the Norwegians. And McDermott, Woodcock and Mariner added those goals in the second half. So in the end, although in terms of skill it maybe hasn't been a particularly impressive performance by England, the victory is a truly handsome one and sets them on their way. So much then from Wembley tonight as Eric Gates comes off, having had a really good first international along with Graham Rix. And still to come tonight, plenty of great action for you, as we see how the Republic of Ireland beat Holland 2-1, how Scotland scored a great victory in Sweden. And we should be hearing the comments and the views from the people involved in this game at Wembley between England and Norway. A final score then here at Wembley, England 4, Norway 0.